I truly believe if you have the desire to learn something, you can learn it. Inevitably, you learn it. Like, I was listening to this Naval podcast the other day, and he was talking about like leverage, and I guess there's two types of leverage. There's media and there's code. I guess with doing this YouTube channel, I have media as leverage, but I need code as leverage, but I don't know how to code. And I used to have this idea that, oh, you have to go to school to learn about programming. But with the internet now and YouTube, I think if I truly wanted to learn, I could go on YouTube and just learn how to code with HTML and all that, and just get the front end done. Then I can learn the back end, Python later, and just start there. I asked my friend, Marcus, if you're watching this, what's up? But yeah, he told me some programming stuff, and I'm glad to have friends that are in software engineering as well. He's doing his degree there. He plans on being a software engineer one day, and I respect that. And yeah, I asked him some questions about programming, and he gave me some tips. So that's how I know a little bit about it. But yeah, I feel like if you truly want to learn it, you can learn it. That's why I asked him some questions. And Naval said something too. He said, like, it's not that there's a lack of resources to learn, it's the desire that is absent, and I guess prioritizing learning. Nobody prioritizes learning. I think most people think that after college, after university, they just don't learn anymore, and they just do, and they don't think, which I find it absurd. Like, how can you go through this world thinking you know everything? Like, how could you go through this world thinking that you know every single thing? I go through life, bro, like thinking like, shit, I don't know this shit, I don't know that crap. How are you guys so relaxed? Like, I overdo this sometimes, like maybe, but now I'm a little bit more confident. Like I don't see everything. I say like, oh, I don't know. Like, I might act like I don't know, but inside I know, and that's all that matters. But yeah, there's so many things I don't know, and there's so many things to learn. Like, it's impossible to learn every single thing in the world. It's literally impossible, literally. And that's what makes it interesting as well, because I'm gonna learn until I die, and that's amazing. There's a Mandarin proverb I used to hear a lot in my primary school. 活到老学到老. If you live until you're old, you learn until you're old. And I like that saying. And yeah, learning is a journey. And if you guys like to learn, you guys like to learn new topics, or you have interest in other topics, I guess you just go for it and just go learn, and just start with Google or start reading books. And I feel like if everybody had that mentality of learning every single day, I think the world would be a better place. I think the society would be better, because we're constantly progressing, and we're constantly learning, and we're constantly educating ourselves. When people think of education, they think of college, they think of university, but they don't think of the individual that is self-sufficient, that is actually disciplined to learn on their own. I feel like that's the new form of education. Like, education doesn't have to be that classroom, doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be depressing anymore. Because when I think of education, what society deems as education, I think of a depressed place, like where nobody wants to go. But I changed that definition. Education to me is just learning. And even if you learn on your own, that's still education, because you're actually using your brain and thinking. And yeah, sure, maybe not everyone can do it, but I think it works for me. And it might not work for you. You have to find which way works for you. Maybe school might work best for you. You never know. You have to think. You have to always examine. You have to question everything. Even like podcasts and everything, like Andrew Tate or Naval Ravikant or Alex Hormozy. I don't listen to everything they say. I don't agree with everything they say. I'm like, okay, this guy's okay. I agree with this shit, but the next thing, like, oh shit, okay, this doesn't really make sense. Okay, this is kind of misogynistic. All right, not gonna listen to that. Now you gotta take the meat and leave the bones. You gotta be like, okay, this is a bit hooky. I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm not gonna apply that to my life. Oh, but this is good. Oh, it makes sense. I'm gonna try it. You gotta think, bruv. You gotta think. You're not gonna just listen to everything they say. You have to use your mind and think, and it's not easy. Of course, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? Everybody would be successful. Everybody would be successful if everybody did it. So you gotta think. You gotta find your own way. You know something that I don't, and I know something that you don't. So use your strengths and use what you have. That's the first step. First step of entrepreneurship. Use what you have. Yes, you might have a lot of stuff that I don't have, and I have stuff that you don't have. And you gotta find that. You gotta be self-aware. You gotta know your strengths. If you know yourself and you know your enemy, you need not fear the outcome of 100 battles. 知彼知己,百战百胜. I think I got that right, but yeah. So you have to analyze yourself. Most people don't analyze themselves. They walk through life like fucking NPCs, bro. That was like me, that was me back like only 2-3 years ago. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna get a computer science degree. Oh, and then my parents are gonna be proud. Gonna go to Australia, gonna work for the white guys. Yeah, my career is gonna be there. Woo, I'm gonna stay in Malaysia, stay in Australia. Fuck Malaysia, fuck the politics here. I'm not gonna stay in stupid Malaysia. You know, all the Chinese people are going abroad anyways, even though we don't say it out loud. But if you know, you know. You know, that's why I think learning on your own is very important. You have to learn on your own. I mean, even if you're in school, you're forced to be in school. You can't rely just on the education system. If I was in school, if I was somehow forced to be in school, and my parents would pay me money to be, you know, even if I'm going back to college now, I want people to pay me to go to college. That's how much I think college is not worth it. You want me to go to college? Give me 5-10K ringgit allowance every single month. Then I'll go to college. Then I'll be like, okay, yeah, it makes sense to go to college. But if it was I have to pay for it, I don't know, man. And in this time, 2024, right now, I don't know if it's a good time to go in. I don't know if it's a good place to invest my time and effort in. I don't know. Based on my background, based on my circumstances right now, I don't know if it's right for me. It might be right for you, but you have to analyze that for yourself. You have to think for yourself. And it's up to you, I guess. It's up to you. But yeah. You gotta learn. You gotta start thinking and start learning on your own, and just not just rely on the education system. I mean, you can use the education system as like a pushback. You know, if I was in college now, I'll be like, okay, there's some things that college or university teach that could be useful, and you should actually listen to what some of the things they say. They're not completely wrong, but I think it's just not for me. But of course, there's always something that I can learn. I can learn from everyone. I don't have to like the person to learn from them. I don't like school. I don't like college, but that doesn't mean I can't learn from it. You know, school has a lot of good things. They teach structure. They teach organization. They teach you how to be social, I guess. But honestly, if you're not a social type of person, then you probably won't socialize in college or university. But it's a good place to network with people, I guess, to have good relationships. But honestly, I still keep in touch with some of my college friends, even though I'm not there anymore. Because I wasn't afraid to talk to them when I was in college. Whereas if I was a shy dude and didn't talk to anyone, I probably would not be talking to them right now. So I think it comes down to skills, and it comes down to your circumstance, and it comes down to what works for you. And yeah. And now I'm here talking to you guys about about learning until you die, about just having the passion of learning. I think my purpose in life is to learn as much as I can. That's one of the other purposes. The other one is self-development. The second one is just to learn. My passion in life is to learn. Kobe said he doesn't play because he wants to win. He doesn't play because he's afraid to lose. He said he's neither. I play to learn, and I'm playing this game to learn as well. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the journey, your own journey. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, sorry, I don't really know what to say. Enjoy your journey. What the fuck am I talking about? I hope that you can create your own journey and live your life to the fullest, and just do your best with it, man. And just know that when it's all said and done, we all end up in the same place. And just give your everything, give your all, because that's all there is to it, I guess. If there's more, I'm sure there are more things to it, but I'm still learning. This journey of learning is never ending. And yeah, I can't wait to learn more, and I can't wait to explore more, because the world is huge. The universe is immense. It's nearly infinite. And yeah, I can't wait to explore it if I can. Can't wait to explore it until I die. Still exploring it though. But if you know, you know. Good night. See you guys in the next one. Today is 29th January 2024. It's Monday already. I hope you guys have a good week. Peace.